All right. Welcome back to video number 3 in the T-shirt squared site setup video tutorial series. Like I said in the last video, I wanted to take just a quick minute and focus in on the logo and show you a couple of things that I think are pretty important considerations. So let's go ahead and dive into that very quickly. What I've done is I have Adobe Illustrator here. And in Adobe Illustrator, I created just a quick and easy demo logo for our site. And what I've done is I have gone ahead and created outlines. So there's going to be a couple of considerations here as printers. I'm sure, you know, in my experience, most of our clients that we've interacted with are used to working in inches. Web is a little bit different. Everything's in pixels. It's really not too bad of a transition. Just kind of roll with it. In this instance, if you needed to see pixels instead of inches, we'll just go to Document Setup, and then we're going to switch the units from inches to pixels. And then once you've done that, you'll be able to follow along pretty well. So as far as this logo goes, we don't want it to be too big. The system is going to go ahead and pull it up and make it giant and render it exactly how it is. So what I've done for my logo, and I might have to do this more than once just to play with it and see how it looks, and that's okay because through this upload it should be pretty easy. So starting off, I've gone ahead and maxed my width at 300 pixels, and that puts me at a height of about 60 pixels. Again, that might be a little bit small as far as the height, but we'll see how it looks once it renders. If you notice that my artboard is slightly bigger than my logo, for me, I've done that because I don't want any of my curves flattening out on my letters, but overall it should be okay. Now the file format. I wanted to take a brief second to talk about the file format. When you're going to upload a logo, we want that logo to be a PNG file. And so the way that I'm going to render this for the web, I'm actually a really big fan of how Adobe used to do this until this last update. So I'm going to continue to use it. Hopefully you've got this in there. If not, you can use the export for screens. But I like Save for Web, and they still have that in there in their legacy. So if you notice that up here in the right side, I'm able to choose the file type. Now, if I were to switch that to JPEG, you can see that white background comes in. If you're not familiar, that would actually display. So if your header color was one color and then you had a white background, it would look like a white box. And that's not really what I'm going for here. I will end up with a white header, but just for intensive purposes, we're going to go ahead and choose a PNG 24. And what that does is it goes ahead and it creates a transparent background. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to save this, and I have created a folder on my desktop called CMS Stuff, and we're just going to call this logo, and we go ahead and save that as logo.png. Now that we've got that set up, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and go back to our admin area just so you can see where we're at. We're going to be under CMS management, and then still back in store info, and then right here for the logo we're going to go ahead and click choose file. Let's see, desktop, sorry I lost my way there for a second. CMS Stuff, go ahead and grab that logo, we're going to click open, and now we're going to save it. And when we click save, it's brought up our new logo that we uploaded. Now what we need to do is go back to the home page, click refresh, and as you can see, we've got our logo in there. Doesn't exactly match the color scheme, but that's okay. We're going to take care of that in the next video. As always, please, if you have any comments or you're confused by anything, I want to clear it up for you. If you just have any suggestions for where we need to take this next, let me know. Go ahead and leave a comment below. And as always, please like the video if you find it helpful and subscribe to our channel. Thanks guys, I'll see you in the next video where we will take care of the color scheme for the website.